Hello everybody and welcome back. This is MapleAce in the place, and where have I been the last year? I don't know, but I really wanted to come back, and I've over the past few days I've just got into it. I've done a bit of rebranding, as you see on my channel, my Facebook page, on my Twitter page, and I wanted to come back and make some commentaries because I was looking through my old videos and I was really missing it. So here I am, and what better way to start off by playing some Train Fever. So we're just going to go straight into it and start a new game. And so yeah, gotta think of a name for my train. Well, it's not train that I'm thinking of the name of, but you know it is. A bit rusty on this old commentary thing. Haven't done it in a while. So let's go for luck and call it Rusty. World size, we'll go for medium. Never choose hilly or medium on the terrain type on this game because it's just a bit too much, in my opinion. The terrain management isn't that good in the game for that, I don't think, at this point. So we're going to start. I have actually on 1900s, but we're going to start straight at the start, and we're going to put difficulty on medium. Actually, I don't even know what the difficult changes, and it doesn't tell you, which is a shame. Let's go for medium, and I'm back is the words we're going to use. We can even put apostrophes in the seed, which is quite nice. So we're going to put I'm back because I am, and it's MapleAce, and you know who I am. So let's go. I'll tell you what, it does feel good to be back in a game again on YouTube, commentating over it, and again, one of my favourite types of games, the Sandbox game, where the world is your limit. The world they create for you is the world in which you can limit. This game isn't that well optimised, I must admit. It does take a few seconds for it to all sort of load in. So if I go over to a different part of the map, you'll see slowly as it's loading in, it might start to lag. Oh, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Here I'm running at 30 frames per second at the moment, so it's not brilliant, but I'm not complaining either. Anyway, this is Train Fever. Actually, we'll be doing more episodes of this, so if you do want more episodes, then great. You're going to see more episodes. If you don't, tough. But that's what we're doing. For now, just start off to get back into things, to get back into the swing of things. So let's pick a place for us to start building a railway. I always think that is actually the best thing to do on this game is see I'm going to a different place and it starts to lag a bit, and while it's all loading in, I'm just finding a nice, easy place to start with two towns where I can just connect them easily with a railway. Over here, let's go with this nice little valley here. That should be fine. What was I saying? Yes, the trains are the best way to start this game, I believe, because if you get them up and running, you start with about 3 million in the bank, which is enough to get one line up and running. But I like to future-proof it a bit. I like to spend a little bit extra just trying to get it all ready, because a few things that are quite irritating in this game is you can't upgrade stations and have more platforms on them until you have to delete them, like demolish them and then rebuild the stations if you were going to do that. So I usually like to, if it's a town with lots of space around it, I usually go with three platforms right off the start, so it gives you more options in the future. That's what I'm going to do here, actually, because this town has quite a bit of space around it. Over there, and that town, I'll probably only make a 2-track station because there's nothing to the other side of it. And again, we're lagging so much. It's just actually really annoying. Oh god, I'm gonna have to cut this. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build a station. It's set in an English town because all the names randomly generated towns are English. I've noticed quite a few that I've visited before, but they seem to follow an American style. Like they all drive on the right side of the road. Although this game was made in Germany, so it's probably probably why there. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a track all the way to the station on the other side. So these towns actually grow. You can actually see them expand if you build different roads or in fact they build roads themselves. You'll see little houses popping up, a little bit like SimCity actually. So what we're going to do is build a road here, because what the stations actually do is they link straight up to the roads. So we're going to just here maybe. We can swing this one round. Yeah, that looks good to me. Bit of a foresty station, it's always nice, bit of foliage. Building a train track here. And then we continue our line from this side. We can actually connect that straight up. I love the snapping in this game. It's very detailed, well thought out. So what I'm going to do is going to build a second line going back the other way, because in the future you can run into problems where trains sort of, you know, crash into each other if you don't have a good signalling system set up. Having two lines just makes it a lot easier. Yes. Ooh, no. And then this game isn't incredibly detailed. I mean, it's got a nice graphic style to it. It reminds me of Banished, if you've played Banished. You've actually got rendered peeps, which are nice. Little people walking around, and they actually do go to jobs and stuff, which is sort of the whole point of the game, because you build a transport system for them, and then the economy grows, and as time passes, technology increases as well. That's what we're just going to do here. It's not enough space, so we're going to have to... Oh dear. This is a problem with this game. It's not that flexible with the space. It's like here, if it was slightly better, you'd probably be able to get, you know, as you can see, you'd be able to make that level crossing there easily, but the game's not having it. So, so you've got collisions and everything. That's such a horrible sound. So that sucks. We might just leave that station as is, or we could just delete the road. Yeah, just delete the road, and then we have to delete the track here. See, this is the problem with this game. There's a lot of rebuilding. Yes, we can just. Really? Why? Please? No. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. And then you can make little junctions like this. It's quite nice. Yeah. And on the other side we need to put a... So if it's on the right side, the train's going to come in on this side, and then we're going to go into that station. So there should be a little transfer track just there. The soundtrack to this game is quite relaxing actually. I haven't actually got bored of it. Some sandbox games can be quite bad with the soundtrack, and you end up just sort of muting the music. But it's quite relaxing. They've got a nice range of tracks, which is nice. It's not just one. It keeps cycling through, and yeah, I have found it rather endearing. It's very fitting. And what I've done here is just set up a signal system. As you can see, if a train is past a signal, and then a train comes up to the signal, the train won't pass it unless the next section of the track has been cleared. So if there's a train in the station now, and it went there, and a train came down here, it would stop, wait for the train to go, and then, you know, continue into the station. We shouldn't have too many problems, because as you can see, there's not a lot of you know, there's not a lot of complexity to this line at the moment. We're just sort of setting it up as it were. So the next step is we built our line. You know, it's all in fine working order. It all looks nice. So the next thing to do is actually build a shed for the trains to, you know, to depart from. What you're going to do is build a little siding here for the shed. Another thing to bear in mind is when you're building these tracks is that if I just show you here, when you build something like that, it will tell you the speed limit of the track, so you want to kind of future-proof and streamline the track as much as possible in order to keep the maximum speed. Because as you progress through the game, you get faster and faster trains, and in order to keep efficiency, it's best to have the fastest possible route. As you can see here, here's your line management. No lines yet. We can add one. We're going to add one now. We're going to call it the Ruby line. As you can see, by naming your lines, you can actually distinguish between them. So I'm just going to call this Ruby line, and that way I won't forget what line it is. When I have another sort of maroony coloured line, I can call it maroon, you know, instead of red, and then there's a clash of colours there. But we're going to call it that, and then what you can do is you can click on it, and you can add stations to it. So you click on that station, and you click on that station, and as you can see, it's built a line. It's automatically detected that I've got two lines, so when the train gets to here, it will part and go down the other lines so they don't crash into each other. For the sake of it, I'm going to have two trains, just because it's a lot, you know, it's a lot quicker between stations there, and people won't get annoyed from the waiting times. So what I like to do is usually get five carriages, and then you can just clone them, which is a nice little feature. And then you can set the line. So I'm gonna do one. It's gonna come out. Actually, should really put a signal here to stop any crashes. There we go. As you can see, there it is. Animations on it. It's quite nice. It's got the moving wheels. It's got the smoke, and actually the smoke actually increases if it's on a hilly bit. You can see the train actually struggling, and I think, well, that's nice. Since the last update, they've added a little animation on the little signalling system there. That's quite nice. So we're going to do speed up time, because it can get quite tedious at times, especially when there's nothing to do. Although I haven't really found that. I haven't really found that there's times where there is really nothing to do. Probably in the early stages of the game when you're just doing this is the only time, because you're setting everything up and everything is a little bit slower. So I'm just going to follow this train all the way to, what do we call this? Shore and by sea, because it's by the sea. We'll say sea, but it's not really. It's the edge of the map, but we can do that. And then what I'm going to do is when the train gets to this station, I'm going to release the other train so they're meeting each other in the middle, which will increase efficiency once again. Efficiency. Oh. There we go. So we just pause and then go over to my engine shed and set line, Ruby line, and then brilliant. They'll meet somewhere here. Okay, so that's the first thing to do. Second thing to do is you want to, now we've got our first train line, we want to create transport around the towns. And what you can actually do is you can have little bus services. So what we're going to use as our first bus stop is this by every station, because it's sort of a main terminal one. So you can place that there, and then what you can do is you can grab these other little ones and place them around the town. Now, the best thing to do is remember that they will travel on the right side, so it's best to place all of your stops on the right sides of the street. And actually, we're just going to extend this little road here for our buses. And bear in mind that this is set in the 1900s at the moment, so there won't actually be buses, there'll be a horse and cart. And as you progress through time, technology gets better, and of course you get better and better technology. So we're going to open this one up, and we're going to call it Emerald. Emerald route. There we go. Then we can add each station. So we just do that. Emerald route, boom. Got that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. And oh, if I bugger that one up. No, they seem to be part of the same. Oh, that's quite good. I think they've updated that. So yeah, we've got a little route, and of course it's the same as the trains. You need a shed, a little docking station for all your buses and stuff. So if we just, where should we place that? Place that here. Collision, 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 collision. Problem with this game, so many collisions. I wish put it here by the. Oh, we run out of money already. Oh dear. That's because the train. That's because I didn't press pause. Silly me. As time goes on, all of your services, you know, they cost for maintenance and such. So one way to fix that is just borrow some money. I usually borrow $1 million at a time, and then pay it all off at once when I get the cash to pay it all off. So we're just gonna grab a station here, and then we're gonna buy. I usually like to buy around 6 road vehicles, and then you set them all to one route, and then they slowly sort of spread out as time goes on. I mean, they'll all bunch up. Look, yeah, like they're all coming out at once and stuff. But so yeah, that's Train Fever, essentially. So I'm going to do some more episodes of this and show you what the game has to offer further down the line. Pun intended. So I hope you enjoyed my return to YouTube, and I shall be hopefully speaking to you not as long as the last time I spoke to you, which was a year, which is a little bit embarrassing, but there you go, I'm back. And if you want to continue watching, then please do. It's welcome. Please like, favourite and comment, and I bid you farewell.